Capricorn, let's see what November has in store for you. Oh, my goodness. Wonder, they jumped right on my boob. It is the Knight of Cups, and he is either a person, an event, or a part of yourself that charms you, that is very pleasant, that, I mean, look at this guy. Is there anything wrong? He's under moonlight with a couple of palm fronds, standing at night with a little glass of wine and a little hand on hip. Something romantic or something that's going to really make you either feel differently about yourself, like in a loving way. There's a type of fulfillment that's coming emotionally that has you really feeling yourself. Let's be honest. It's not just somebody else and like the way you respond to them. It's how you feel about yourself in response to the way that your energy is moving through the world now. I feel like a few of you have either like finally decided that you're not going to hate yourself into submission, that you're going to love your body and yourself, and maybe you've been looking at it through the wrong like lens, through the wrong framework. And like, I use this as an example. Like, I mean, I'm a yo-yo. Weight comes, weight goes. It does what it does. And like, I was pretty consistent for a long time, had some incredible health issues, gained some weight, and really hated my body. Like, hated to the point where I refused to be seen for a couple of years, in terms of like, I really hated taking video, taking photo, doing anything. I judged myself worse than anybody else could have ever. But like, very recently I was like, you know what? Body is tea, you know? Like, there are some things, may not be what it was. It may not ever be what anybody else with that kind of perspective wants it to be. But I am incredibly grateful for the body that I have, and for how it's gotten me to, you know, through these health issues, through 29 years of, you know, chronic issues. So it's a very fresh perspective, fresh eyes. Like, you're seeing yourself with love, not without love, but like with love. And that's an exciting part for you, Caps. Okay, what else do we have for November? Oh, cheese. Cheese is very much from The Simple Life. So, if you know anything about my personality, it's very much based on The Simple Life. Okay, reverse. Seven of Swords. There is a secret side. Maybe it is somebody else's. Maybe it's you've been holding on to something. You haven't really been expressing yourself fully. You've been suppressing how you really feel about a situation. Like, this doesn't necessarily have to be anything nefarious. It could be. If it is, if it's like gossip, let a bitch know. Because you know what? I keep it pretty low-key now. And I do enjoy reading about gossip, but not like living in it. So, no, but this truly does feel like it's something where you're not being fully honest. You're not being fully honest with yourself. Maybe it's showing me like when I've been in job situations where they're like, oh, where do you see yourself? Like, you know, and you're like, here for the next 5 years, when really you're like looking for jobs on any site that will just show you a job. So, it's this idea of like, allow yourself to let it out. Don't hold back. Don't lie to yourself because you don't really want to continue lying to other people. Like, don't start to gaslight yourself into being like, I'm fine, it's fine, but it's really obviously not. And I just use that job situation because I really do feel like it is a job situation. Like, it's something where it's like not necessarily that serious. Not that a job isn't, but I mean, there are better ways if it's really killing you, if you're really trying to get out of there. Oh gosh. Okay. 8 of Cups. You are doing some emotional inventory. You are looking at what fulfills you, how it fulfills you, what is not working, what needs to be left behind. And again, this comes hand in hand with that being honest with yourself. It's like there's no longer an ability to swallow it, because I can't swallow. It's that, like, you know how, like a steam kettle, you put it on. Oh, jeez. Please tell me that you just saw that. Okay. If you didn't, I swear to God, I'm not crazy. There was like a little orb that was just going there. You know how like a kettle, when you set it on, like you fill it up with water, the water boils, the pressure has to release, and like it steams, it boils over, it releases that like screaming noise. There is something that, like, unless you do this emotional inventory, you are going to emotionally boil over. You are going to be screaming. You are going to be, you know, fucking releasing steam out of your ears. But there is a deep need to reflect, to take the time to put it all out on a platter and be like, what's coming? Again, this is Scorpio season. This is an emotional time. This is something where we're going into the depths of ourselves, just like it seasonally, but also for you, Capricorn, very, very, very grounded energy. It is a somewhat uncomfortable relationship to having to deal with these, for the CEO of the Zodiac, for these like compartmentalizations of your emotions. And it's time to like take those boxes off the shelf, open them up, see what's in them. You can always put them right back in where they were, but you have to examine what's in them. What else can we get for November for Capricorns? Oh my goodness. You have so much fucking power in you. You have an infinite amount of power in your crown area. The way that you can co-create, which again, not something that a lot of earth signs really think about unless you're a Taurus, very Venusian, but you can fucking manifest. You can use the tools that you have in your hands. You can use the infinite amount of wisdom, of power that you have. You just have to own it. I feel like this group particularly, especially during Scorpio season, is getting a lot of messages. You're receiving a lot of signs, you're receiving a lot of downloads, but you don't know what to do with it because you're coming at it from such a grounded perspective. You're being asked to suspend that grounded perspective, to suspend that earth, like real hardcore earth energy, and to remember you're like the most evolved of the earth energy in the zodiac. So suspend that for a minute and allow yourself to just feel in, and then utilize your what is like imagination, truly, like utilize your imagination, utilize your vision, and co-create what it is that you want. Get out of the, you know, tangible, like 3D, this is the way it's going to be, and like allow yourself to take a higher perspective at like what it is that you want, and allow a little fucking magic into your month. Like, especially November, this is like, I know a lot of people get stressed out around the holidays, but not only for you, it's holidays, but it's also birthdays. It's also sometimes time off from work. Like, it's a lot of different balls in the air with that. But it's like, allow yourself some magic. Don't just continue to work to create the magic for everybody else. I saw that little orb go off there. So confirmation. Okay, we're going to pull some more for you beautiful little caps for November. What do the angel pie caps need? Oh my God, you guys, this is aggressive. Reversed. Healing. There is a release from this prison of pain that you've been in. This real heartbreak, this real like guttural, painful moment that you've been healing from. There's a lot of work that you've been doing, and you're finally free to let go of the pain that's kept you paralyzed. You are finally free to release that version of yourself that you couldn't love fully. And that, oh my God, my stomach is going crazy. So a little solar plexus, you know, like use that confidence, give yourself credit for the confidence and the self-love that it takes to heal from these things. You may not see yourself, because if this is a heartbreak situation, you may not see yourself again as the person that you used to see, like the, you know, desirable, gorgeous, attractive, fun, and like it's energetic, vibrant, you know, interesting soul. But it really does feel like you will be seeing that version of yourself again, and with that lens, very, very fucking soon. Be so for real. This is incredible. You are healing. You are moving on. You are allowing yourself to release yourself from that prism of pain, and you are letting those swords slide out and going, okay, phew, I know this, I'm not like 100% healed, but holy shit, am I ever so much further along than where I've been. Okay, let's get a couple more. What else do we have for November? For our things are happening for you. This is a Tower moment. You cannot build a foundation on something that isn't strong. Like if it's quicksand, it doesn't matter how structurally sound you build your life, it's never going to take if it's built on something that can break so easily, so quickly. And to pull this all together, this really does feel like the version of yourself that you had built up wasn't sustainable, and it wasn't able to grow moving forward because you were in such pain. Your emotions were almost like minefields. You didn't know how to navigate them, and this heartbreak has set you free, but you still have a little bit of honesty that you need to have with yourself over what it is and who you are and what you are willing to accept for yourself moving forward. And this will allow you to really passionately fall in love with your life, with yourself, with your experience of the world around you. I love that for you, Capricorn. Happy November. Love you.